Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat. Today I want to talk about a topic that has been around for a few years, but it's becoming more and more trendy, which is the future of artificial intelligence in medicine and scientific research. There are both exciting parts and terrifying aspects of AI, and I want to address it in this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I have a PhD with years of healthcare consulting experience. In my channel, I talk about career options, life as a working mom, and anything around science and medicine. If you're interested in these topics, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. So this big buzzword, AI, it seems to be everywhere now. The new iPhone, ChatGPT, deep fake images. The examples are endless. It is really inevitable that we're entering into this new era that is dominated by AI. We have seen that all these tools have improved our lives in general, of course, such as memorizing your preferences of your daily life, supporting these easy tasks at work, but also, resulting in some damages, such as polarizing people's ideas, only feeding, what you want to see and hear on social media. And of course, our today's topic, potentially replacing jobs. When AI just came to the public eyes, people generally thought that they could be beneficial because it can help with some labor-intensive work, such as high magnitude calculation, data mining, and image processing. However, when the first novel written by AI published in 2018, as well as the text-to-image function by the OpenAI in 2020s, people start to fear that, the power of AI. And all this means that AI has a lot more to offer and to be feared of. So the question becomes, will AI be like, what the sci-fi movie described, becomes the mastermind of all electronics and in the end, one day, replace human or have human work for them? Well, this video, of course, at least within the medicine and science world, AI is still as an aid, and I think with a good use of it, it will stay that way. But it will replace some jobs, mostly in medicine. I think the AI will replace many jobs that currently the doctors and nurses are doing on a daily basis. So for example, pathologists will be, I think, the first type of jobs to be greatly replaced. In the pathology lab in the future, you'll probably only see 1 or 2 pathologists operating many scanners and counters controlled by the computer algorithms to diagnose cancer or other devastating diseases. It is more precise and faster. There's no human error when the computer is diagnosing using the slides or samples, or the batch effect that caused by different analysis by different human eyes. Also, it will shorten the turnaround time. Most importantly, you can lower the labor cost, and this could directly or indirectly lower the cost of diagnostics and treatment. Automation and AI also go hand in hand. At least now, some of the upstream work cannot be replaced by the automation, so some manual work still needed. So for now, those technicians are still needed, but maybe it's just a few across all hospital labs within a large hospital system. Another example would be psychiatrists. I don't think people ever mention that when they talk about AI's potential to replace doctors, because people don't really think psychiatry will be an subject. Well, psychiatry to me is more like a mystery medicine. To treat patients, psychiatrists kind of use, the try and error methods and hope it works. They prescribe based on their past experience and knowledge from the textbook. However, because the science of the brain is very understudied, so people don't know what caused the psychiatric patients to develop such symptoms. So a lot of medicine is targeting the symptom, not the root cause. It is really hard to kind of treat the patients long term. That's why the doctors need to, use the try and error. Many drugs were even invented 50, 60 years ago and just repurposed to use for a different disease. It is a scientific challenge, but because diagnosis and treatment are largely based on the case studies and try and error, AI can potentially actually play a role and replace the psychiatrist's role or most of the psychiatrists. It can build a database that correlates the disease symptoms and drugs that are effective and potential doses and interment. This could largely benefit the patients and better and faster optimize the drug use. And this database actually can facilitate the scientific research as well. Imagine a scientist take all this data and potentially there are those common pathways or disease mechanism appear through this database. Because the power of big data, there are just so many patient data within this database. So what cannot be replaced? First, surgeons or any other, doctors that require hands-on work. It takes a village, to complete, let's say, a successful spine surgery. Not just a robot and the AI can do it. Robots and AI can help guiding surgeons to where they want to go and where they want to perform the surgery at. It can help them to be more effectively and more precisely, but not replacing the actual job of the surgeon or the anesthesiologists. Second, other doctors or jobs that require kind of the human-human interaction, aka the compassion part of the doctor's job. Example would be pediatrician, let's say. I just become a mom, and for anyone who's a parent, especially first-time parents, anything the kid does could trigger you, right? What if he sneezes too much? What if he coughs? What if he spit a little bit of milk? What if his poop changed color? There are just so many questions and unknown, and I would like to talk to a real human being, real pediatrician that can tell me what's wrong with my kid. I don't want to make a call and on the other end of the call, it's a system or a robot, even though it is, of course, wrapped or has a fake human presentation. Or moving on to science, I do think it's harder to replace scientists who conduct actual experiments involving, let's say, cells or model organisms such as mice. But it is easier to replace scientists such as data scientists or computational scientists. They are actually in very, very high demand right now, especially from the large companies. Well, the reason is because the companies do need those data scientists to process all this data and optimize the AI that they're currently having. Once we achieve there, these junior data scientists or computational scientists could be replaced by the things that they developed. It's a little bit pathetic, but that's how the world is. And of course, then they will have to relearn something else if they want to, change jobs or switch scope of their focus. For scientists who do bench work in, let's say, biomedical research, the number or the amount of scientists could be reduced because of the automation in the lab, but they cannot be replaced. And the logic is similar to, the surgeons, that it requires hands-on work for many things, and you need to bridge the knowledge of the computational science or the data with the biology knowledge, and those critical thinking skills is a bit harder to replace. Well, obviously, this is just my 2 cents on AI and the potential benefit and harm of AI. I believe the future will be better or brighter because it will help our lives in many, many different ways, not just medicine. But anything has 2 sides. We need to think about the potential harm that many tools can cause, and AI is not an exception. And I hope AI will only be a tool, not a replacement in the future. This is also a good reminder that we always need to enrich ourselves, career-wise or not. And that's the meaning of life, right? The job is not 100% of your life. You can supplement with other things. So if we can learn to enjoy life earlier, we will be happier earlier as well, regardless of AI's role in our life. If you like this video, Don't forget to thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.